Hello and welcome to the weekly forecast for the week of May 29th, 2023. I'm hoping I am live. I never really know with this. It's always hard to tell. So I'm going to assume I'm live and go ahead and dive into next week. We've got some really fun energy coming through for next week as we shift from the energy of the 3 of May into the 4 of June. We've also got a full moon coming at the end of the week on Saturday on June 3rd, which is a full moon in Sagittarius. It is a super moon. What does that mean? It just means it's closer to the earth. So it's going to have a deeper pull. So as we dive into next week, the thing to pay attention to is this idea of impracticality, of passivity, of not really wanting to take action. If you are somebody who maybe struggles a little bit with procrastination, it might feel a little bit challenging to move forward next week. We've got this bouncing around of energy that's really inviting in a lot of innovation, new ideas, really kind of shaking things up, and it's inviting us to leap into what's next. And sometimes that can be a little uncomfortable. Number one, maybe we don't know what's next, and so we don't have clarity and it feels a little bit uncertain. Or maybe we do know what's next, but we're scared to jump, and then it feels a little uncertain. So either way, we're being invited to swan dive into our greatest experience. So if you have clarity, leap. If you don't have clarity, just do what's right in front of you. Take the next step. Take the next step, being open, being curious, being okay with whatever's going on, and really just inviting in this idea that you can step forward without needing to know all the answers, that you can just be curious and explore life with childlike wonder. Explore your business strategy with childlike wonder and really be curious as to what's next. Now, we've got a couple of energies showing up. We've got on Wednesday, we've got an Ace of Clubs 7. And then as we come to that full moon on Saturday, we've got an Ace of Spades 7. This is really inviting in new ideas, new perspectives, new awarenesses. And it's also bringing us to this awareness that we've got to leap. We've got to trust that 7 energy of the year. We're also in 2023 as a 7 energy. We've got those 2 7 days happening this week with that full moon. It's saying it's time for you to leave the old behind. So one of the things that can happen in our businesses is that we become drawn to the all work and no play, that we've got stuff to do. There's a to-do list of 52 million things. And so we've got to get shit done instead of remembering that we can have our cake and eat it too. That yes, there might be a lot of things to do. Yes, the to-do list is never ending. And it's possible for us to play as well. So work hard, yes, and play hard too. You don't have to work as hard as you think. What can you simplify? What can you take off your plate? What can you let go of? What can you decommit from? This energy is almost like this teetering on the edge of burnout and adrenal fatigue. What have you filled your calendar with that you're doing that's no longer in integrity, that's no longer aligned with where you want to go? So something to pay attention to next week. Really focus on your alignment, what's best for you, and move the needle from there, taking that leap of faith from there, knowing that you cannot make a wrong decision. You could only learn forward. You're not going to fail. Whatever choice you make, whatever leap you make, it's going to be the right one for you in that moment. So we want to let go of all the other people's opinions out there and all the things you're being told that you should or should not do, and really choose the best path forward for yourself. That full moon is really going to shake some things up. I'm really looking forward to it. That 4 energy of June, which I'm going to talk about next week a little bit more, is really inviting in the foundation, the grounding, the building, the foundation of what's next. So before we can build that, we got to take a leap. All right, so I'm gonna pull cards. I don't see anybody live. If you are live and you're here and you're watching, let me know, and I'm happy to pull cards. I don't see anything in the comments. If I'm even live, we don't know, but I am gonna pull cards for the collective, and we'll see where we're at. All right. I love this. So we've got the Three of Clubs and the Eight of Hearts showing up. That Three of Clubs saying it's time for creative expression, whatever it is that you've been wanting to move out into the world. Excuse me, it's really a choice point now to go and create it, take the leap or not. You get to decide. There's a lot of creative energy available to us now. There's a lot of information coming through the collective that we can pull from, that we can ask questions of, that we can choose to create something with. So that's what we're being invited to do as we close the chapter on May, which has been that 3 energy month. We end the month in the club's energy, in the mind, and it's time for us to step forward into creative power, into creative expression, so that we can build new community, we can have the flow of life, we can celebrate life, we can really enjoy this sense of belonging and unity that's available to each of us. So I hope that lands. I hope you have a beautiful week. Enjoy the week ahead. Feel the full moon magic. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, DM if this resonates with you. And of course, join me next week, May 29th to June 2nd, for the 5-day magically playful visibility challenge, where I'm going to be sharing lots of tips and tricks on how to be more seen online, how to feel more confident, and how to use your intuition to play in this online space in a way that feels good for you. Have an amazing week. Love to each and every one of you. We'll talk soon.